G'day and welcome back to Duxula Gaming and Elm Creek Farm. That's right, we are back on Elm Creek. It is after the 1.4 release and 1.4.1 debacle and everything else. I'll get into that in a second. Right, so what we've got to say right off the bat is because of that, some things have changed on the farm in relation to us trying to save our production and all that sort of stuff. We had to sell stuff off from storage and just to try and get it working in the preliminary build up to actually getting everything working back to normal. Now, so that's why there's extra money in the account. That's why we've put in extra buildings to use some of that money and sort of bring it back down a little bit. But yeah, that's effectively what's happened. So let's just quickly recap on what has happened and what we've done. So with the patch of 1.4, Giants made a stealth change to the pallet production. Now, they limited the pallets on the map to 100 pallets for Mac and PC, and I think it was 50 for consoles. What sort of impact was that? Well, when you look at what we had, and we do have a lot of it stored up again still, if I go to the right area to start with, we did have a lot of pallet products still. Now, a lot of it, thankfully, was in our warehouse. Okay, so the warehouse wasn't affected. What was affected is the production units couldn't output product because there was too many pallets in accordance to the game files. Now, that affected our wool, it affected our eggs, it affected all the greenhouses, it affected our orchards, it affected all the production points. So we lost clothes, for instance. We lost, I don't know how much it was in the way of clothes we lost. We lost fabric. We lost wool. We lost fruit. We lost everything, right? We lost elements of it. So to try and save it, as we were discovering this problem, everything was set to sell. So I just cleared everything off out of here just to sort of try and make sure that we saved what we had. Now, I say everything got sent to sell. It was some of the fruit processing stuff was sent, well, all the fruit processing stuff was sent off that was in the fruit processing factory. Okay, so there wasn't a lot there, but there was enough. We sold off the stuff that was in the greenhouses because it was particularly the DD, the Dragon's Den greenhouses, was causing an issue. And the other ones, we just stopped all the production. So as you can see, not so much on these, but most of the production facilities. Let me have a look. So we stopped the fruit processing facility, we stopped the dairy because we didn't want to waste our intermediate product going into our top-end product that we're going to be selling off. So anyway, after all that, they then released their hot fix, which didn't change the pallets, which was fine. They told us about the pallets, but didn't fix the pallets. So it got most people playing the game. They weren't stuck on 85% anymore and blah, 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 blah. But it was still a pallet issue. Now, as one can see, and I'm not going to rant about it here. I've got a dedicated whole video that you would have already seen by this. They brought production into the game for FS22 to make it a core component of the game. Yet they've just hamstrung it. I get their premise for doing it, but it was stupid. Stupid. But we should have expected as much from Giants anyway. But anyway, so in the meantime, some of our great modders out there, I can't remember the name of the modder in particular, but there was a particular great person on the Giants forum, Giants Discord, that pointed me in the direction and had the pallet fix mod that was produced, and that fixed it up. And that's what we're currently running at the moment, because at the moment we're still waiting for the hot fix. So the latest thing that Giants have come out with and said, yes, we hear you loud and clear. We stuffed up with the pallets. We're going to revert it back. Oh, but by the way, we don't consider it a hot fix, so it'll just come at the next patch. So we could be 6 weeks or so before we see that fix to the pallets. Anyway, thankfully I've got the pallet fix mod, so I can actually run my pallets. Everything works fine, so we can get back into the game. Because if we didn't have that, all 3 of my current series would have been dead in the water until such time as Giants fixed it. So again, thank you to our modders for helping us out of a bind and producing great stuff for us. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to continue on and try and put it behind us. But yeah, Giants, you need to take a step back and really think about what you do. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. All right. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn up all my production again. There we go. I don't need to worry about the grape We're going to turn on the dairy. And now what we've got to do now is we've got a whole pile of stuff we need to move around and get going. Don't have to worry about that for the moment. There. That's all done. The sugar beet mill is still running. So the stuff was on distribute wasn't a problem. It was just the stuff that was outputting pallets. So, for instance, the sugar mill wasn't a problem because the pallets weren't going outside. But the dairy, which was getting the sugar pallets, was a problem because we couldn't output any pallets. So, anyway, we have also now got a grain mill. So let's go and have a look at the grain mill. So what we've done is we've installed the grain mill. Now, when we built this farm, we'd always designed for the grain mill to go up in here. There was a little section here I made, tailor-made, fit for it, and that's where it is. I did have to move the fuel tank back, so I've moved the fuel tank, but there's our grain mill. So we've got a custom-built grain mill just for us, okay? So that's what we're going to have running. Now, we're going to use our wheat or whatever else in here, and we're going to produce our flour. Then from our flour, whether it be wheat, barley, oat, or sorghum flour, we will then provide that flour to our bakery. However, there's also one other one I want to show you that we're going to put in. Not right at this point in time, but possibly very soon. It may even be today's episode. I don't know yet. We want to go production. I think it's going to be here somewhere. Where is it? There it is there. We've got a donut production. So we've got strawberry donuts, chocolate donuts, and glazed donuts. So they use the flour, the milk, chocolate, eggs, strawberries, sugar, and butter. Okay, so all those are being produced. So yeah, we'll have that up and running at some stage soon. Anywho, there we go. That's what we've got. So right now, we need to get back into farming, but that's pretty much a summary of where we're at and what we've been doing and what the implications are. Now, we've got a whole pile of things we need to do in taking all our wool out to our sheep and stuff like that. So we had a whole pile of wool on a trailer actually ready to take to the spinnery, and I got so I say scared. Scared's not quite the right word, but I was so concerned about the fact that I may lose that in transferring into the spinnery. I'd already tested to make sure stuff could go in the warehouse, and that's what we did. So we put it in the warehouse. So I'm going to go collect all the wool. I'm going to take it over to the spinnery now and get that up and running. Now, I think I mentioned previously as well, we're looking at putting in a second spinnery. I'm not going to do that. I don't know why you bother stopping there when I was behind you, you moron. But anyway, idiots. Anyway, so we may well put another spinnery in. I'm not 100% on that as yet, but for the moment we'll just use the current spinnery we've got over the other side of the map. That's fine, which is the base one that was put into the map. So that's what we're going to use. Anyway, all right, off we go. We're going to get this going. I need to put the time back up now. I've finished my little rant and explanation of where we're at, and then we'll be good to go. But let me know what you think, what your thoughts were of the 1.4. I mean, precision farming was a big part of their drop, but as per usual with Giants, implement one feature, break 5 others. I mean, yeah, I'm really going to be careful. I'm going to get ranty again. And I am really salty about this one. I thought Giants had learnt their lesson. Geez, Giants, have you ever heard of things called regression testing? QA is abominable. Obviously, that hasn't improved, even though they've said that they've learnt their lessons and put more QA on and stuff like that. It's just stupid. Anyway, and for all those of you that are going to jump on the back and say, "Oh, give them a break," well, no, they don't get a break because they keep on doing it. They don't deserve a break. So no, and it's my opinion anyway, and my opinion is what counts here. So stiff shit. Yes, I said it. Right, wool. Let's get the rest of this wool out. Another 20 pallets. Another half a trailer. And we'll get this out. And we'll get the hired hand to deliver, and then we'll offload manually. My eye's just gone a bit twitchy at the moment, for whatever reason. Must be because I was talking about Giants. Anyway. There we go. I think that last. Come on. You can do it. Don't know why. Sometimes it just wants to be dicky too, and won't pick up the one pallet. There we go. All right, so just going to take him out to the road, and we're going to tell him to head off up to the spinnery, and then we're going to go off and do some other... oh, actually, no, I'm going to go up and collect the wool from the sheep pens first, and then we'll send it up. But there you go. There's a third of our episode gone already just by covering up Giants' incompetence. I mean, Giants' patch. Yeah, look, I'm going to admit it. I am this is probably the most salty I've been with Giants, and I've been pretty salty with them. I think this latest episode is just embarrassing. Or if it's not embarrassing for them, it bloody well should be. Anyway. Hot off the heels of putting the game on sale so you can get a lot more sales and then bring out precision farming, and then you just go ahead to totally screw it all up. Yeah, good game. Mind you, and I mean, I will state, it's not just Giants that happen to screw things up like this. I mean, there's quite a lot of other software studios that do it, but there's a lot that don't as well. But anyway, all right, settle duck. All right, so we're going to take him up here to the road. We're going to get him to take off to the spinnery, and then that'll hopefully bring some more fabric distributed directly over here to our tailor shop, and then we'll get some clothes made. Maybe eventually we'll make up the clothes we lost. Right, so let's go here. Right, yeah, set destination, and you're going to go up to there like that. Now, this is where I was going to put another spinnery in here. I have tested the option of doing it like that, but not as yet. All right, now we've also got some crop to harvest, so I need to get the combine harvester out and harvesting. We did harvest some grass off camera as well. So we took the big M out and got some grass. So we've got, I think again, we've got about 300,000 litres of hay sitting in the drying silo at the moment. I have to go check on our cows. I need to transfer some milk to the dairy from the milk pen to the dairy. So we'll have to do that shortly as well. But I'm just going to get this guy set up, get him to run a course, and go from there. Now I haven't updated course play as well since 1.4 drop. Now some people said they've been having problems with it. I haven't. I have run a course on this once in a solo game. It's just a test, and it seemed to work okay. So I'm gonna run it anyway and just sort of see and go from there. Now, the other thing is Stevie has released his latest mod pack, which incorporates a couple of fixes, including for these draper headers of Stevie's. It had a weird bug where you couldn't connect to it, so that's been fixed now, which is excellent. And the other thing is he's also provided us with a modified Xerion, which I'll show you in a minute. And we're going to get one of those as soon as we've got enough money. I can guarantee you that. We've already got one Xerion, but there's something I like about that we're going to get. Now, we're going to fold up that, and I'm going to set up the course very quickly. Now, remembering this field is where where the hired hand stuffed up and sowed sunflowers halfway across the bloody field. Great job. Yeah, just going to do that. And I'm just going to generate the course generally. Number of headlands, 1, up, down. Don't care about that. Right, generate. There we go. Open. Start job. Okay. All right. So he's going to fold himself up and go and do that. And the other one thing I did notice is it was running the course without unfolding the combine. Like it's unfolding the combine again now. So maybe that was just an aberration. That's okay. All right, off he goes. Excellent. Make sure he's going to lay off the hay. There he goes. He's going to transfer that to hay now. And good to go. Excellent. Right, you're off and running over there, which is good. Right, milk. So let's see what else is in here. So I've got 12,500 litres of milk. So we'll just transfer that over the dairy. Because we have kickstarted the dairy back off. I just want to make sure that is actually happening. And be good. I did also restock the cow pen in one of the times we were off camera trying to fix the pallets and everything. So that's should be all good at the moment. there we go. There's the trigger, finally. Come on. There we go. All right, let's see what we've got in here. So is it actually producing? Yes, it is. So it's producing the butter. I've got a good amount of milk in there at the moment. That's okay. Good. All right, now next thing I want to do is I want to, once we've done this, I'm just going to back the trailer up out of the way. Okay, like that. And leave the trailer here, and I'm going to go down to the fruit processing facility and see what we've got going on down there, because we should hopefully be producing fruit and also our jam and our juices. Well, so the fruit being produced, being sent down here, and then producing. You know what I mean. All right, let's have a look. Well, we got some stuff there now, so that's good. Now, we have got a shit tin of stuff to sell off. We really have. We've got a lot of stuff to sell off. I'll have a look at that in a second. We might even have to start selling it off outside of the high sell point, because it's just so much to sell off. It's just not funny. Right, what have we got at the moment? We haven't got anything else in here, so that's just still producing, so that's okay. Okay, so there's nothing. Oh, here we go. We've got a couple of bits and pieces coming out. Okay, that's all right. So that's just going to continue to spurn out, which is fine. All right, what we need now is we need to head on over and be able to unload the combine harvester now. 294,000 in the bank. Now, that's what I was going to do. I was going to show you the Xerion, wasn't I? So let's go have a quick look at the Xerion. I do like this. So finally, Giants gave us the Xerion, and the bastards, they give us the Xerion, they give me the Xerion to play with, and then they crap out the game so I can't use it. There's the Xerion. There's the default Giants one. Okay, that's the 4500. There's the 5000. Nice. Now, I should also have down here Stevie's version of it. Now, there it is there. Look at this. Look at this lovely machine. Now, Stevie's done his usual thing. Excellent. Now, let me have a look at this. Look at that. I like that. Either that tone or the yellow too. Look at that. Lovely. Looks great. Or we can just go to there like that. I do like the darker tone a bit more. But look, that's a nice looking tractor. I don't mind like that. I do like it still in the default, but that's okay. EU and US design. All good. But yeah, so that's what we've got. So as you can see, it's going to cost us 409,500 for our version that we want. Yeah. Oh, that's right. The other thing. This is the other thing that Stevie's done. There we go. So I can get them with floaters. Awesome. That's what we're going to get. We're going to get it with floaters. 429,500. So that's what we need. Yes, love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Oh, and of course, we can put the weights on the back too if we want to. And we put weights on the front too, I think. Yeah, we put the weights on the front. So we can put 6.5 or 6,800 kilo of weights on it as well, just to slow it down so the John Deeres can keep up. All right, enough on that. Let's continue. One thing I did want to buy, I'm going to buy another trailer. Now, I've got my trailers over there, my lusty trailers, which I've got for dealing with the cows and everything. What I want to do though is I want to buy a new trailer. Now I want to buy a series of these. I'm going to have them in another road train because I do like these ones. But I just sort of get one of the trailers for now, and we'll just use that for doing grain. Where is it? No, it's not that one. I've lost it now. There it is, the lizard underbelly. So this is a new model. I can't remember who the model was that brought this to us, but you have this either as a dual tank or a single tank. If you have it as a dual tank, you get 80,000 capacity, so 40,000 each. 110,000 for a single. Twin wheels, no steering. So if you have the twin wheels, this actually steers and it actually follows fairly close to the truck. So having a road train of these, and these are long trailers, is actually quite good. Main color, I'm going to go the burnt orange because I like the orange. The design color, no, I'm not going to go I'm going to go the black. Where's black? There we go. Rim color, I'm going to go the burnt orange. There we go. All right. Although, actually, it's going behind Lindsay transport truck, isn't it? So, I think we'll go the metallic red and metallic red. There we go. All right. Now, I'm going to buy that. Now, this is going to appear up at our farm. 92,000. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that at the moment. I'm not going to do that. Change my mind. I'm going to use this trailer. Whoops. So this is the trailer we've been using for our sugar beets, but I'm going to utilize this one at the moment, just to offload the combine while he does his couple of fields we've got to do. I could bring the overloader down and use that, but for the amount of stuff we're going to be dealing with, I'm just going to do it with this, and we'll just get that done. So we've loaded up the milk. We've sent the wool over to the spinnery, which I've got to go over there and unload. We're getting our harvest here done. I've also got a grass field to harvest, so I'll get that done next. In fact, while I'm unloading here, I'm going to go grab the crone, and we're going to send him over there, and we're going to get him working on harvesting some more grass. And we've gone too close. So just pull out. There we go. Oh. Right. Right. Duck has forgotten to put on. In fact, I'm just going to do that. Save game. I'll just save game as well. All right. So he's going to offload himself. Right. Off you go. Right. Let's grab this guy. I'm going to offload. So what have we got? We've got another 49,000, or just shy of 50,000 wool to put in here. Now I have also, as you can see now, I've altered the drop-off point for the spinnery. So we've actually changed that. Instead of having to go into that corner, I've just made it because it makes sense. We drop it off here and they just take it into the spinnery. Anyway, it's all good. So that's just a change I've done to the in-game mod file. So simple enough to do. If I can do it, anyone can do it. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to send this guy back over to the farm. So we're going to come back down here. That's where I want to go. Set destination, and there we go. Right, excellent. See you later. You go down there. We're going to continue loading. Any more coming out? Let's have a look. So we move on to do more stuff. Not too much. There's a little bit of stuff coming out. Much there or not? Yeah, maybe one or two. But that's okay. All right, let's continue on. There's our other Xerion. It's had a bit of a wash. Don't need anything from you. Right, I'm gonna take you over and get the grass mowed. So we'll do that. Get some things done. So yeah, what I'm going to do is probably for the next episode, because we are getting close into this one, we'll have a look and see about selling off some of the products, the higher end products, things like the clothes. Actually, no, maybe not the clothes. Maybe the clothes we'll hold on to, and we'll do that. We'll do that at the high point. But things like the jam and the juices and that, we'll just sell them off as we've got a good stock of them available. So I think that might be the better way to go. All right, so we're going to get this guy harvesting this grass. Right, so he's going to go to here, create job. Right, you're going to start there. 5% overlap. Clear that back down. I still don't understand what that does, but anyway, it's all good. To headland smooth, round, and up down direction. That doesn't matter. I don't want to change that. Lands, no, racetrack was what I found worked better for this guy. Generate the course. There we go. Open, close. Yep. And start job. Right, off he goes. Excellent. Right, what are you doing? You've offloaded, obviously, which is fine. You're getting close to here. I'll see what we've got here still. Right. So we'll have a quick look. Let's have a look and see what we have got. So in here, so as you can see, we've got lots of product stored up. So if we look at apple jam, 21,599, cherry jam, 38, 39,000, 34,000, 32,000, 38,000, 32, 16, 24, 24, 35. Yeah, so lots and lots of stuff there. No donuts yet. I do want to get some wheat over to the. In fact, that's what we're going to do as well. I'm going to get some wheat over there. So once I've unloaded, well, in fact, I'll unload from the field unload from the field we're harvesting now directly into the flour factory. So let's go back over here. Make sure this is all set. Wheat flour, we're going to activate that. Am I going to distribute it? No, you know what? I'm going to do what giants don't think we like doing, and I'm going to transport all the pallets because that's what we've been enjoying doing. But no, giants insist on us making sure that we have to distribute it so we don't actually do anything properly. Anyway, all right, stop duck. Now, go up here and have a look. Everything else is running. The bakery won't be running yet. The first one will be running. We'll run some bread out of there probably. We will have enough stuff to do all this. Just a matter of keeping it now and distributing it accordingly. Sugar beets, will be updating those with some more sugar beets soon. Greenhouses are fine. There we go. So fabric, we got 85,000 wool sitting at the moment in the spinnery. So, I mean, we're producing enough that we're almost at the point where we are going to need to, because we're going to have a build-up of wool. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. But anyway, sunflower oil, we haven't got any product over there, so that's okay. All right. Let's grab this. Wait a couple of seconds, see if there's any more. Bom, bom, bom. 3, 2, 1. Nope. Yes, there is. Not read it for now. Right. Okay, so he's finished now. Yep. So let's go and we're going to dump this into the flour mill. And that'll get us started with some flour. And then we'll get the combine and we're going to go over to the other field near the orchards, which is also ready for harvest. And we'll get that over into the flour mill as well. Now, for any of those of you that still haven't got your pallets working for whatever reason, if you require the mod, DM me or PM me on or message me or whatever else, and I will arrange to point you in the right direction or to send you the mod that fixes the pallet problem. As you can see, rest assured, it does work. I have tested it to make sure it's not malicious. It's only a very basic script with a Lua script in there. And obviously, as you can see, like I said, it works. And that's the most important part. So if you need it and you want that, then let me know. Or PM me on Discord, and I can transfer the file to you direct via Discord as well. So, yeah, feel free to contact me for that. All right. But we'll get that started. So we're going to head back now to the field and send the combine over. And then we'll probably harvest that next field in the next video. There's no rush to do that right at this point in time. I have to check for seeding, when my seeding time is going to be. So that'll be the dictator as I take out another street sign. Phil will be happy. But yeah, the... Man, I'm just going to end and say I'm very... well, you already know how salty I am. But I'm very disappointed with Giants. You know, it's not so much... in fact, I suppose I should clarify. I'm not salty with Giants about the fact they screwed up. Okay? They made a bad decision. Everyone's rallied against it, okay, which is fine. I even believe a lot of the console players have rallied against it because it's limited them even further. I mean, 50 pallets is just nothing. But the problem I have with it is that Giants didn't just say, right, we're going to fix it. They said, oh, we're not worried about it. We know that you all want it to go back to the way it was. We'll fix that later. Now, for a lot of people, and like if you look at the way I've been playing the game with the amount of production, I know there's others that do the same thing. It's effectively a game breaker as it currently stands. So for Giants to say, oh no, we're not going to worry about, we know what the problem is, we're going to turn our shit decision around, is something they should have not been put on. They shouldn't have put it on the back burner. They should have said, yep, we'll get a hot fix out in the next couple of days and we'll revert it. That would have been the way to deal with it. Just by saying, oh yeah, we're going to revert it, but we're not going to do it as a hot fix. We're going to do it when the next patch cycle comes through. That's a cop out, and that's just ludicrous, Giants. It really is. So for that, Giants, you get yet another F. Anyway, that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed the episode, rant included. We'll be back in the next episode. We're going to continue. We're going to harvest this field here. We're going to continue on with all the other stuff we've got going on. And hopefully soon we'll be looking at harvesting our sugar beets again. And should be a bit easier this time. Running a course-play course, hopefully. We can sort of automate that a bit better, hopefully. Anyway, that's it from me. Don't forget to, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well, so you matter wherever new videos are available on the channel. Thank you to all my Patreons and my YouTube members. It is greatly appreciated, but never expected. They would have been shown along the bottom of the screen at some point at the moment. So thank you very much to them. And if you wish to also support the channel, then check out the description below. It's got all the details there. Don't forget to join us on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. Details also down below in the description. But most importantly, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon. Back here at Duck Solar Gaming and Elm Creek Farm. See you later. Bye.